Hey there, welcome to Craft Central Designs. Today I have for you volume 2 of my Deco Mesh golf theme wreath tutorial. I'll clarify that in just a bit. This one is sure to please the golf lover in your life. This one would be an awesome Mother's Day or Father's Day gift, or just a wreath in general for the golf enthusiast. This golf theme wreath is very easy to construct with deco mesh bundles, ribbon bundles, and a sign that I made from a wood round sign from the Dollar Tree. Welcome back to my subscribers and to all visiting my channel today. I hope you will consider becoming a subscriber if you are not already, and please give this video a thumbs up. And as well, leave me your comments. Okay, let me show you how I created this wreath. I have here 3 rolls of 6-inch wide deco mesh. I had ordered this on Amazon. However, you could purchase that same deco mesh at the Dollar Tree. I would just purchase 2 rolls of each color so that you could fill that wreath frame very fully. I have there a 14-inch wire wreath frame, again from the Dollar Tree, and I ordered some golf balls on Amazon, of which I know absolutely nothing about golf balls, but I just purchased ones that were a little less expensive because I'm just going to be placing those on the wreath. As well, from Amazon, I found this really cool wired ribbon. I believe it's 2 inches wide with the little golf carts and the golf clubs. And as well, I found another ribbon with golf balls and red golf tees. Both of these I found on Amazon by simply putting in a search for golf theme ribbons. I have here a Celebrate ribbon from Michaels, a beautiful red lightweight burlap. And I have here a beautiful green ribbon, also a Celebrate ribbon from Michaels. Those are 2.5-inch wired ribbons. I have here a sign that I had purchased at Walmart. And the reason for volume 2 of this wreath is because after I made the sign, I was really not 100% happy with it, and I ended up finding one I liked better at the Dollar Tree. So for that portion of this wreath tutorial, the portion where I do the sign and add the sign, I redid this, and hence volume 2 of this wreath tutorial. So I gave my golf theme wreath a little bit of a makeover, just to satisfy myself and how I wanted the wreath to look. I cut in half a golf ball, or I should say my son cut in half a golf ball. He has a very fancy saw. I'm not really sure what type of saw it is, but he held that golf ball with a pair of pliers, and he cut the golf ball in half with no problem. I'm going to be using 2 pipe cleaners and 2 little pieces of felt to hold on my sign. And I have here a stack of pipe cleaners, some wire cutters, a paintbrush to paint the sign, Aleene's tacky glue. I'll also be using hot glue as well. And I also end up using black paint, which is another reason why I chose another sign. And I'll explain that here in just a bit. Here's the sign that I found at Dollar Tree. And I was much, much happier with this sign because I wanted something that I had a border on the sign. And this is perfect for that, because I wanted to paint the border black and have the center red. So this was much more suitable for what I wanted for this wreath. And my letters fit just fine on there, and I'm going to be using that half of a golf ball for the O in home. Now you can use any red color that you like, or if you would prefer another color, that's fine as well. My wreath is going to be green, white, red, and black. So I'm going to paint the border of that wood round black, and I'm going to paint the interior red. I'm also going to paint around the edges or the sides of those letters. I'm going to edge those in black, just to kind of make them stand out a little bit more on that sign. So I'm just going to take a paintbrush, and I am going to put a nice coat of red paint on this sign, and I only had to do one coat. So I got down in the grooves of that sign and covered it. As you can see, it's now a beautiful red. Now I have my black paint. I just used acrylic paint. You can use any brand that you like. And I'm going to take a small paintbrush and go around the edges of the letters, and also, any side, any area that is on the inside or the outside of the letters, if that makes any sense. It's just going to make them create a look of depth. And I'm going to be gluing those letters on my sign with Aleene's Tacky Glue. Now you can see there a black and white twine. I'm sorry I didn't get this on tape, or at least I thought I did, and I didn't. But it's just a black and white twine that I had picked up in a multi-pack of narrow ribbons at Michael's. But I have seen the same thing at the Dollar Tree. I just thought it would be a nice touch to have that black and white twine. It looks very nice on there. Now you can see why I painted the sides of my letters. It does create a little bit of look of depth of those letters on that sign. I'm much happier with that sign now. So that's the reason why I did a portion of this video over, and I'm posting it. Okay, so I am going to create some bundles. I'm going to create 14 green and white bundles, one piece each per bundle, and I'm going to create 7 bundles with red and white. I cut my sections in 16-inch pieces, and I'm going to be doing the woodland method. And I wasn't crafting at home when I created these bundles, so I resorted to going to the refrigerator, getting some chip clips, which, by the way, worked fabulous. And I'm going to be using, as I mentioned, the woodland method. So I roll it up 2 to 3 times, scrunch it up in the center, and put the chip clip on there. And now I'm creating a green and white bundle here. So I'm going to roll it up 2 to 3 times on the end, place a clip on there, turn it around. The factory edges are on the left and right. Roll it up 2 to 3 times, place my thumbs down, and scrunch up the center. Now I'm going to take those 2 pieces, put them together. I cut my pipe cleaners in half, and I'm going to wrap a pipe cleaner nice and snug around that bundle. And again, I'm going to create 14 bundles of green and white and 7 bundles of red and white. I wanted more green and white for my deco mesh base than red and white, so I just did 7 bundles of red and white. And I guess I'm going to show you here as well how I did the red and white bundle. I cut it in 16-inch pieces. I'll put this information in the description box, by the way. And a white piece at 16 inches. And the same thing, I'm going to do the woodland method. Roll it up 2 to 3 times. Put a clip on it to hold that roll. Turn it around, roll up the other side. Place my thumbs down. I'm showing you there. And then with my fingertips, I scrunch up that deco mesh to the other side and clip it to hold it while I prepare the red. Same thing, roll it up 2 to 3 times. And put a clip on it. Turn it around, roll it up 2 to 3 times. Place my thumbs down and scrunch it up with my fingertips to the other side. Take a half a pipe cleaner and put those two together, the red and the white. And again, that's 14 green and white bundles and 7 red and white bundles. Now you do you. Choose the colors that you like. This is just the colors that I wanted to do for this wreath. I chose the red because of the red golf tees and the ribbon. And I thought it would be nice to put a color on the wreath aside from just green and white and black. And I think it turns out really, really nice, really pretty. And that's the way it's going to look on the wreath frame. I am going to be adding some black burlap ribbon bundles, so there's going to be some black mixed in there as well. That will pick up the black on the black in the sign. I'm going to be placing my my deco mesh bundles on the second wire and the third wire, and I'm just going to zigzag that. I put one on the second wire, then one on the third, then back to the second and the third, and so on. I'm going to place 2 green and white deco mesh bundles, and then 1 red and white, then 2 green and white, and 1 red and white. And this will fill that wreath frame beautifully. So again, 2 green and white bundles and 1 red and white bundle. And just follow that pattern and apply them zigzagging from one wire to the other for the entire application of that deco mesh. Now I'm going to create my ribbon bundles. And I used a lot of ribbon bundles. I used 28 ribbon bundles in these ribbons. And then I added another 12 black burlap ribbon bundles. I'll show you that in a bit. So I'm going to be cutting my ribbons in 8-inch pieces. I prefer a little bit shorter ribbon for ribbon bundles because I like for my ribbons to just poke up through the deco mesh and then just curve over just a bit, rather than having them long and laying across the deco mesh. This is just my preference. You do you. If you like your ribbon tails longer, then cut them 10 to 12 inches. That's your choice. So I'm going to take a green piece of wired ribbon, the 2.5 inch, and place the golf clubs and golf cart ribbon paired up with that green because it has the green in the golf cart. So I thought that would look very nice together. I'm going to dovetail the ends, and you can do this after you cut your ribbon bundles or as you go along. That's up to you. Fold your ribbon in half, angle your scissors through the end of the ribbon, and just cut those dovetails. I use half a pipe cleaner around the ribbon bundle, and those I'll be applying to the wreath frame by the pipe cleaners. Now I created 28 bundles, an equal amount of each of these as I'm showing you here. So it's 14 of the green ribbon with the golf carts and 14 of the red golf balls and red tees with the red ribbon. That's how I paired them up. Now I'm going to be doing some black ribbon bundles with just a single ribbon piece in 8 inches, just to kind of bring out the black in that sign. So I have some black pipe cleaners there. I'm cutting them in half. And I cut 12 ribbons, which I gathered in the center, wrapped the pipe cleaner around, and I added those to the wreath the same way that I gathered the ribbon. So I placed my ribbon bundles all around the wreath, balancing them out, making sure that I got my colors distributed well on the wreath. Now I'm adding my black ribbon bundles by just simply pressing my fingers through the deco mesh, pulling the ribbon bundle down, finding a wire, wrapping it around, and opening up the ribbon tails. Now, it looks like I'm backtracking a little bit here because, again, I did volume 1 and volume 2, but I'm still covering all the bases here. It's just that I showed you that I put on the black ribbon bundles, but not quite yet in this particular clip. So I'm showing you here that I put golf balls around my wreath. I believe I used 8 golf balls, and I used Aleene's tacky glue, not hot glue, Aleene's tacky glue, because this is what's going to hold those golf balls on the wreath. So I put a generous amount of Aleene's tacky glue on half of the golf ball, and I'm just going to press it into the wreath and let the deco mesh and the ribbon bundles hold those golf balls on that wreath. And I went around, like I said, I believe I used 8 of those golf balls. And I set that aside and just let it dry completely. Oh my goodness. So now I really am backtracking here. Good heavens. I didn't end up using that sign. As we know, I made a completely different sign. Now, if you liked that particular sign, that's fine. I got it at Walmart. I just wanted to go with the round sign. And now you can see me as I'm backtracking here in my editing. Sorry about that. But bottom line is I'm placing my ribbon bundles all around the wreath, making sure to distribute the different ribbon pairs, or the golf ball ribbon and the golf cart ribbon, making sure that I'm distributing that evenly all around the wreath. So I do one with the golf ball, and then I put on one with the golf cart, one with the golf ball, one with the golf cart, etc. So I'm just reaching through my wreath, finding a wreath wire. I just do it by reaching underneath, pulling the pipe cleaner through, and then twisting it. Now I tried to as well place one toward the outer perimeter of the wreath and then the inner perimeter as well, because I wanted those golf theme ribbons to really frame my sign. So I wanted to be sure that I placed those ribbons around the interior of the wreath frame as well. Now I'm preparing my sign that I created from that wood sign from the Dollar Tree. I'm really much happier with this sign. And I really love the black and white twine that I put around the inside. Now, I put that on with hot glue. It was very easy. I just ran a stream of hot glue around and doing it one section at a time. And I just put that black and white twine, and I think it was a really attractive addition to that sign. Now I'm preparing my sign. I'm just going to use 2 full-size pipe cleaners. I put a stream of hot glue. I'm going to give that just a minute to set up, and then I'm going to put a a felt piece across the pipe cleaner. And I'll put a little bit of additional hot glue there. And that's how I'm going to be holding my sign on. If you have your wreath in the outside elements, you may want to use a little dab of Aleene's tacky glue as well. But in truth, this sign really fit snugly right into the deco mesh, and I don't think that sign is going anywhere. So I place my sign on, and then I go around the wreath and pull up all of the ribbon bundles and deco mesh that's trapped underneath that sign, because I really, as I said, want to frame my sign with my ribbon bundles. So I don't want them underneath the sign. I reach down, I even take my hand underneath and push them up through. And I just do as well, after I have my sign pushed down just a little bit into the deco mesh, and I'm just going to take my pipe cleaners that was on the back of the sign and twist those around a wreath wire. And I'm much happier with this now. Now I'm going to go around and arrange my ribbons. I really want to use those golf theme ribbons to frame that sign. I went around the entire wreath as well, just making sure that my ribbons were facing properly and opened up just the way I like it. And I go around the entire wreath doing just that. Now you can see there I have my black burlap ribbons on there, really picking up that black on the sign. I'm going to create a loop with a full-size pipe cleaner and create a hanger and just attach it to the wreath wire at the top of the wreath. And here we have it, my revised, beautiful golf theme deco mesh wreath, and I love it. This wreath is for my son. He is a golf enthusiast, and he is going to love it. And I hope you have someone in your life that you could make this beautiful wreath for. I think it will be a very welcome addition to any home of a golf lover. Okay. So until next time, you all take care.